for that giveaway. In this next topic, there's a lot of Cybertruck hype recently these days, but we're going to go through and run through the most recent topics. One of which is a lot of people are speculating on what the pricing will be, and also give you my thoughts and hopefully what I really feel like it should be at. But it looks like the numbers are all over the place from $50 to $80 to maybe even $90,000. So we're going to get into that. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. So definitely check out Patreon link down in the description. Shout out to Tesla owners, Silicon Valley. They talked about this, made this post. They wanted everybody to post their best Cybertruck predictions because in case you missed it, Elon did discuss the Ford Lightning price drop that happened the other day or happened yesterday. And Ford dropped the Ford F-150 Lightning by $10,000. And I believe the cheapest Ford F-150 Lightning starts at around $50,000. But Elon commented that the Lightning is too expensive. So that does give us some insight on what the Cybertruck might be able to be coming out at. But here are all the different posts on what people are thinking. Chadwick thinks it's going to be anywhere from $59 to $79. Bearded Tesla thinks it's going to be about $59,990. But the good thing with this, if we come in at a price lower than $80,000, this is great news because then if the price comes in under $80,000, the MSRP, then it will qualify if the vehicle qualifies potentially for the $7,500 federal tax credit. You can see some of these vehicles only qualify for $3,750 because that's based on the battery minerals or even the manufacturing of the battery. So Tesla could be running up against that for some of these vehicles. But going through some of these posts, we've got Dirty Tesla highlighting Warren and Talos of EV, other Twitter, Tesla, and YouTubers on the channels that talk about Tesla. And here's Warren's Cybertruck prediction. He thinks that the first one's going to be a tri-motor plaid, a 142 kilowatt battery pack. To give you some perspective, a Model Y is like 71, and a Model X is about 100 battery kilowatts. You can see 420 mile range, nice, 5,200 curb weight, and a 2.8 0 to 60 seconds at a price of $79,990. I think that's a little bit too optimistic. I'm probably more in line with Talos' Cybertruck prediction. He thinks that there's going to be a dual motor right off the gate, 130 kilowatt battery pack, 350 mile range, 6,000 weight, 0 to 60 in 4.2, and a price of $79,990. Because that's the one thing. What both of these people are trying to compare it to is what the current price of the Model X long range is. And because if you think about it, right, like why would Tesla release a Cybertruck that is going to really severely impact the Model X in terms of taking or cannibalizing some of the sales? Because the current Model X in its current form is a dual motor with a 100 or 99 kilowatt battery pack, 348 mile range, a 3.8 0 to 60 seconds at a price of $98,490. So if we just take this at surface value, then we are predicting that the Cybertruck is going to come in $20,000 less than the Model X. I'm not exactly too sure on that. A little bit, a part of me does think that the Cybertruck is going to be like a $90,000 to $100,000 vehicle right out of the gate because Tesla needs to be able to do that. But here's a post from Hole's Mars catalog, which unfortunately I did not like reading, but quote, it says, Cybertruck final specs and pricing will be announced at a special handoff event taking place at the end of this quarter. So I was hoping, fingers crossed, that we would hear more details about the pricing and all the different stuff tomorrow during the actual earnings call. But unfortunately, it looks like they're going to hold that all the way till the Cybertruck delivery event, which who knows? It could be the end of September. It could be middle of September or even be earlier than that. But fingers crossed, a part of me is hopeful, thinking that it will come in at under $80,000. But a big part of me also thinks it's going to be way higher than that. And here's a post from Sorry Merritt. Quote, what do you think the Cybertruck starting price will be? Sorry Merritt thinks it's going to be $55,000. Brandon says $69,420. And there's plenty of other guesses. Farzad, $59K. Dirty Tesla, $79,900. Zach, $70K. Tech AU, $50K. Danielle, $69,420. And I really feel like, I mean, fingers crossed, I do hope it comes in at $79,990 right under the federal tax credit. But a big part of me does think it's going to be coming in at like $99,000 $100,000. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. What price do you think the Cybertruck is actually going to be coming out at? And what price is your cap on that? What's the maximum you will actually pay? But we're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. Let's do a poll. We haven't done a poll